This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. I'm going to have the time of my life having the privilege to lead the Tiger basketball program.
We just respect the past and embrace the future.
Welcome back in, fans, to another week of Inside LSU Basketball presented by Community Coffee. On this week's show, we'll go back inside the film room with head coach Matt McMahon.
Oh, man, it's so old, man. Look at the jerseys, man.
Then we'll go behind the scenes and see what Tasman Mitchell, former LSU great and member of this basketball staff, doing these days. Then we'll get the sights and sounds in depth in LSU women's basketball. Big win over Tennessee in front of a record crowd inside the Maravich Center. And before we're done, take a look at some highlights with LSU on the road taking care of business against Texas A&M. It's all coming up on this week's Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee.
Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. By Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. Inside LSU Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, to the show. And again, a chance to go inside the film room with head coach Matt McMahon. A couple of sessions ago, Coach, we talked about how prevalent ball screen offense is in college basketball. Well, if that's the case, you got to find a way to defend it on the other end. I thought today would be interesting for you to show us how you guys try to attack and coverage ball screen.
It really is the evolution of the game over the last 20 years, where you're going to see 98% of teams run ball screen offense consistently for 40 minutes. This first one here, we get a switch there. We're under 10 in the shot clock. Don't want to give up something easy. We switch the ball screen. And now we got KJ trying to force a tough contested shot. Defends it really well, but we got to do a better job cleaning the glass there. And the Arkansas matchup for us, not a common theme in basketball today, but you have a big-to-big ball screen here. You see Derek Garden-Walsh at the 4, KJ at the 5. The automatic switch for us in that scenario, and those are the type of shots we try to force, some of those mid-range, tough contested 2s. Really good team defense on this possession. If we go back to the ball screen, these sometimes can be tough to cover. This is, majority of ball screens happen at the 3-point line or beyond. This is a ball screen at about 15 feet. KJ and Ace do a great job navigating the switch. Now you got the mismatch in the post. Ace does a good job, and then Derek Fountain's responsible for the help here on the baseline. And now we got to scramble around, get our defense reset. Really well done. KJ and Adam get the switch again. Second ball screen of the possession. Really well covered there by Adam and KJ. Adam does a great job of getting over the ball screen. KJ's there to mirror the ball to prevent the dribble drive. And then our weak side is loaded to the roll there to number 1 Smith. And then Tyrell makes a great read here to get through that passing lane and get a big steal. All right, the play there, Chris, this is an action. It gave us some trouble. Taylor hurt us on this at A&M. And so we'll expect to see this again Saturday night. But this screen right here, would like KJ to be up there closer to the screen so he can have more impact on the ball. Derek's in great position to protect against the roll, as is Adam Miller here. So we have pretty good positioning and coverage to protect the painted area. Good gap coverage from Adam, and we get a steal. Now you'd say open 3 there, Chris. Some of this is scouting involved here. East coming into the game, 55 with the ball, 7 of 38 from 3-point range. So you want to stay out of rotations, especially as well as the other players on the floor shoot it from Missouri. So our coverage is to get underneath the ball screen and try and invite them to take a jump shot off the dribble. And so Cam does a good job getting under the first screen, and then they rescreen. We get a late contest, but we're in good position to rebound, and that's a high percentage play for us based on the scouting report.
And again, you got the guy you wanted to shooting from that position.
That's the goal, especially in this game where you had Kobe Brown and Carter both hit 3 threes in the first half. And you're trying to make other guys beat you and take shots that have been lower percentage for them on the year. And that was good attention to detail on the scouting report. Same deal. Really important here is every detail on the defensive end, they go hand in hand. You want to stay out of rotations, number one, on these ball screen coverages. We get under the ball screen, now we're back square, so nobody has to rotate. Now when you force this contested shot off the dribble, because you're not in rotations, everyone's in perfect defensive rebounding position. And so we're able to force a contested jump shot off the dribble, which in today's games, one of the lowest percentage shots on the floor. And now our defense is set to handle box out responsibilities and limit them to one shot.
What a great little education on ball screen coverages from Coach Matt McMahon. Hope you enjoyed this session of the Film Room. Hope to see you again next week.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
Hey Tiger fans! Being here on LSU's campus reminds us what makes the Tiger Nation so different.
For starters, no one else gets as loud and as wild as we do.
No one else loves the teams and the players like Tiger fans.
And no one else has a mascot as cool as Mike the Tiger.
Whatever it is, we love it, because at Dudley DeBosier, we believe different is good.
If you've been injured, experience it for yourself. The Dudley DeBosier difference.
Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics.
Back on this week's show, a couple of weeks back, Tasman Mitchell, member of the LSU men's basketball staff and former LSU great himself, sat down with our very own Cody Worsham to look back at some of the great plays and great times when he was playing for the Purple and Gold.
All right, welcome back to the LSU Basketball Film Room. Cody Worsham joined by LSU legend Tasman Mitchell for today's episode. Taz, appreciate you doing this.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to do this, Taz, because obviously I watched your career up close and personal Baton Rouge kid, watch you come up through the high school ranks to LSU, and we have to dig a little deep in the vault here to find some of this footage on VHS. It's not 1080p, but I think it'll get the job done. We'll be able to look back at some of these clips, but there were so many to choose from. You had such a great career, third all-time leading scorer in school history, top 10 all-time rebounder, leader all-time in minutes. There was a lot to pick from. We landed on 5 for today. Hopefully it's 5 that you can dig into and reflect on some memories with us for.
Oh man, thanks. I can't wait to see these clips.
All right, let's go. Let's start with the first one. So this is from your debut, your PMAC debut. I think this is the first game of the 05-06 season, LSU versus Southern. There's young Tasman Mitchell with his first career rebound. Took it off of Garrett Temple's hands.
Oh man, it's so old, man. Look at the jerseys, man. look how big they are. Let's bring it up the court, Taz. Let's bring it up the court, Taz.
Emmett Williams would not wear those shorts
at all,
for sure.
At all. Man.
I love that you're bringing it up here, right? Garrett Temple, ball handler. He didn't even ask for it. He's like, I know what Taz is about to do. Taz is bringing this up himself.
And see, that was so good about us, man. We had team chemistry, man.
Yeah.
They knew we knew what each other could do. You know, we played with each other so long, man. Around the city, man. It was like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell it translated very quickly for you guys. And looking back on this 5, you got you running to the wing here, Temple. You got Darnell Lazar, Daryl Mitchell, Big Baby. I mean, that's a strong 5 right there. And guys that knew each other and had some familiarity.
Strong 5, man. It was a real strong 5. It was just a team of brothers, man. And even though we competed against each other, we also played with one another, man. We was friends from the get-go. You know, it wasn't like no animosity between us at all.
Very first play of the career, we're coming off the screen, 2 foot, 17-footer pure.
Oh man, that looked good, man. That sent chills to my body, man. That looked good. That's that play we called 3, man. Coach Brady came to me, you know, first game of the career. Let's see what the freshman gonna do. The freshman feed now I'm gonna do it. And I delivered with the bucket from a good pass. Good pass from my guy, Darren Mitchell, man, was a great leader, man. He's an awesome leader, an awesome friend as well.
We'll skip ahead a little bit in your freshman season. This is obviously the NCAA tournament. A little clip here. You see J.J. Redick on the floor. You see Sheldon Williams on the floor, Greg Paulus. This was a good Duke team that was really a favorite to win the national championship and one of the most famous wins in LSU history. You got Darnell, who had a big game in this game, I remember. He misses one here. You just kind of shoved J.J. Redick out of the way and said, give me that bucket. So there you are doing the traditional big man stuff, right?
Yep.
You got Magnum Roll on the floor. You got Darnell Lazar. I mean, you guys are deeper into the bench here than y'all were probably most of the season. And so you showed the outside game early in the year, but you always had this muscular game to you.
Right. Man, that was a great thing about the team. And we were big.
Yep. You
know, we were big, and we had guys, versatile guys that also can play the 3. And then me, I always took advantage of my mismatch. I wasn't trying to, I'm just gonna stay on the perimeter because this is what they want me to do. If I see a smaller guard on me and somebody like J.J. Redick who really don't block out a rebound, I'm gonna utilize that to the best of my ability just to stay on the floor.
Yep.
So again, that's why I was the most minutes played, because I did what I had to do to stay on the floor.
Yeah.
I was efficient, and I loved to rebound the ball too as well. So I was a great offensive rebounder.
Yep. Here a little bit later in that game, here you are out on the perimeter. You got JJ guarding you. Not the best defensive stance here from JJ. You got Magnum flashing high, little backdoor, and you see the chemistry there. And the court vision on your part, you talked about being well-rounded. This is a big-time pass right here to Magnum for the dunk.
Yeah, man. I always pride myself on getting my teammates better as well. You know, like I said, again, the overall aspect of the game wasn't just scoring. I wanted to play defense. I wanted to rebound the ball, and I also wanted to be a good passer. I mean, that's what guys want to play with, guys like that. Unselfish guys, and I was real unselfish my entire career.
I mean, this is the emotion, right?
Oh man, it's putting chills in my body again, Cody. Man, that year was all about heart, man. Heart and determination. A lot of people counted us out, man. We was with our family out there, man. It was amazing, man. The kids from Baton Rouge, man. Kids from Baton Rouge. I'm from Denver Springs, and we was young boys, man. We on the national level playing against the Duke University, Coach K, man, one of his best teams. And we defeated them, man. It's all about heart, man. I'm blowing kisses to my mom, man. We blowing kisses to our parents. Me and Tyrus, mom in the stands, man, everybody. Man, it was crazy, man. Hey, man, emotional, man. That was a really emotional time, man.
Incredible. All right, let's fast forward now. This is our last clip. And this is that 08-09 SEC championship. You're one of like 3 or 4 players to win 2 SEC championships on 2 different teams with LSU. It's a short list. Maybe there's 8 or 9 of those guys, and you're one of them.
Right.
70-70 at Rupp, final seconds, Marcus Thornton bringing the ball up the court. And what I love about this is the announcers, you can't hear them, but they're like, Marcus Thornton bringing the ball up the court. He's the SEC Player of the Year this year.
Yes.
He's not passing the ball. That's what they say. He's not passing the ball. And so you kind of see him set it up, right? There's you at the top. He's trying to buy time so you don't get the shot off too soon. Because you want to get the last shot. But here comes the pressure. They drop off you. At what point do you know I'm shooting this ball?
Man, as soon as I saw Marcus pass the ball back, and I saw, well, really, when I saw my man take him as well,
yep.
I'm knowing him wide open. I said, oh man, just in the process of the ball coming there, I said, I got to shoot this.
Yep.
I got to shoot it. I mean, and that was the play. Coach Johnson put faith in me and Marcus to make a decision. He told everybody to get out the way. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He say, we're going to run a two-man game. They got to make a decision. So the decision was to guard Marcus coming off the screen so high. They shouldn't have guarded him so high. All the thing was that's a mistake that they made. And as soon as they did that, I saw my guy, as soon as I saw him in my peripheral leave, I'm like, oh, I got to square up and shoot the ball. I got to be ready and shoot the ball. I got to be ready to release it. And that's what I did, man. And it was cash money. It was cash, man. It was cash. And man, we, you know, let's see what I'm saying.
Trust me, he's not happy.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why did you switch? Who told you? Why did you go out there like that? Because I think they were hedging the whole game.
Yep.
And when the ball that high, you shouldn't hedge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should just kind of let your guy get through because he didn't need to. He didn't need to. I didn't even screen him.
There were a ton of clips that I could have picked. These are the ones that we went through. We could probably do a part 2, part 3, part 4 of this, as many clips as there are. But I appreciate your time going through these today.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate you for coming to talk to me about these clips, man, because it's brought about a lot of memories, man, a lot of emotional memories that I miss.
Well, thank you for being here, Taz, and thank you for watching this edition of the LSU Basketball Film.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Basketball after the break.
The new year is here, and so is the Ford truck or SUV you've always wanted. New inventory has arrived, and your Southern Quality Ford dealer has a great selection ready for you to choose from. Make the most of this year in a new Ford F-150, or tackle new adventures in a Ford Explorer or Bronco Sport. Hurry, the new year and your new Ford are here. New inventory is here, so don't miss 0% financing plus $1,000 bonus cash on a 2022 F-150. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands. For encouraging each other. And for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
LSU women's basketball with a historic win over Tennessee last time out at the Maravich Center, and it was a record crowd. We're going to take you a little further, deep inside, with all the sights and sounds from the crowd to the action on the floor on a great night inside the PMAC.
to drive. Left baseline. Leans in. Reverse layup is good. Left wing, fires it down low to a wide open Smith. Layup is good. To shoot 3:39 in the quarter. Morris around the screen. She's going to go left baseline to the bucket. Layup good by Morris.
And until they can stop her, Alexis Morris has got to keep going.
Morris will lob it down left baseline to Reese. Makes her way into the lane. Kicks it out to Poa for three. It's good!
What a shot!
Court. Now she's headed down the lane. She's to the hole. Layup is good. Morris margin has the lead. Morris is headed to the pocket. Leaner. Crossover dribble. Reese points it away again. Reese is headed to the bucket. She will scoop it up. Yes! It's good!
Out on the field or on the court is where thousands of LSU athletes learn lessons of a lifetime. I know I did.
Learning about hard work, sacrifice, and teamwork makes a huge difference in people's lives.
That's why we're proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics.
Dudley DeBosier is a firm that brings our LSU values to work with us every day.
Because we believe that's how you make a difference in people's lives.
The Dudley DeBosier difference. Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. By Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. Inside LSU Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU SP and Playfly Sports Properties.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun, and we're wrapping up this week's edition of Inside LSU Basketball. But before we go, Kim Mulkey and LSU women's basketball made a trip to Bryan College Station, put a beat down on the Aggies of Texas A&M. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of that Tiger victory.
As today, it is a matchup between the third-ranked LSU Tigers, undefeated at 22-0, and the Texas A&M Aggies. Bounce pass down low, Samaya Smith leans in, turns, tough 4-footer, good over good defense. Morris, a pull-up 3 right, point counted. Morris has got that feeling here the last game.
And for the 3rd game in a row, Poa has knocked down a 3.
Had it knocked away. Poole came out of there with it to Morris. Morris dished to Johnson. Layup is good. Outstanding run of the fast break right there. Now she's going to drive to the bucket. Lean in on Parker. Layup is good by Reese. Reese will get it to a cutter. Layup is good. It rolls in. It counts and a foul. Morris will dribble in. 18-footer. Good by Morris. Dish it to Reese. Flips it in. 4-footer in the lane is good. And LSU holds on in front of a big group of Tiger fans that you hear across the way. Final score is LSU 72 and Texas A&M 66.
I spoke to them in the locker room. We played 3 tough games in 7 days, and you won all 3. I think for about maybe not just these 3 games, but maybe for the last 2 weeks, I felt the people, the opponents, are just really playing extremely hard. They're playing with a lot of energy and excitement. And I asked the team, why do they think that's taking place? And they just looked at me and I said, understand what's taking place here. You are becoming relevant in women's basketball. It's out there that you're undefeated. It's out there that we have Flage and Angel and Morris and many others. And you're going to have to learn how to be the aggressor and not always allow people to be the aggressor. And I just think we're learning that. And it's good for us.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. I'm going to have the time of my life, having the privilege to lead the Tiger basketball program.
We just respect the past and embrace the future.